Safari. What is this? Is this the 60th year?
Otherwise, I wouldn't be
60th
going
year.
either, Calvin. I have big feelings about EJS. Big feelings.
Jeep at this point, because Jeep has squandered so much of their momentum in the market, Toyota just has the overland market as a whole.
Jeep shunned overlanders.
Just a little bit.
But, I would like to build a Gladiator just because I think it'd be fun to figure it out.
Yeah,
but they're not coming out with any, and they've added way too much electronics to the Wranglers. It's easier to modify a JK than it is to modify a 2018 JL. Everybody be safe out there at EJS. Have fun. If you see me out and about on trail, come say hi. I'll be out there looking to have some fun and hit some trails.
Please, for me, go harass Bryan. Go find him and harass him. Take your picture with him. Take your picture flipping him off.
Yeah.
Send it to me. Like, you know what? Like, if somebody does that, the first person to do that, I'll send you a free hat. Like, I'll go down that road, right? I'll bribe people to harass you.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi, this is Kerry with Trail Traveler on YouTube, and you're listening to the Trailhead Podcast.
Let it up, let it roar, I feel the ground shake. Pedal down, dust flying, no time to waste. The trailhead's calling, engine power on. Every Jeep a home.
All right, welcome to the Trailhead, where you don't need a super built rig or a fat wallet to hang out, just heart hustle and the lowest tire pressure you can manage. How you guys doing?
Good.
Calvin's
still thinking.
Oh, no? Okay.
Yeah,
I
we can hear you. I took down the internet.
All right. Well, we're going to have to assume that your video is going to be in the final version, Calvin. Like, I can't imagine you not. Like, what if I hide you here and then...
Nope. Still thinking.
All right.
I mean, my internet modem is on the other side.
Are you trying to use an Osmo? It's picking up your Osmo action, if that's what you're trying to record with. Have you been using that before? Oh, okay. Never mind then. All right. Gotcha. Now, you do you. Bryan and I will talk. How you doing, Bryan?
Good. How are you, JD?
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm doing all right, man. Same shit,
hot.
Different warranty.
It's hot. It's like 105 already. Yeah.
Yeah, how you enjoying the Arizona-ness?
I never realized how much under boob sweat really mattered. No, it's
oh yeah, that can chase.
I'm constantly sweating. No, I'm doing good. Getting builds done, getting them out the door, or getting them ready for EJS. We got that coming. We leave Thursday for EJS. I'm gonna stop up in Mesquite, hang out for a night. Jump in the truck, head over to Moab, hang out there until the next Friday. I don't need to stick around any longer than that.
Okay.
I've been there, done that. I know everybody that's there. And then, whoa, how did I get a light? That's kind of cool. No, my computer just lit up like with a big circle light on my Mac.
Oh,
my computer screen.
I'm guessing it's your Mac. Yeah, your Apple.
Yeah,
your
because
Apple device is trying to be very helpful and really needs to optimize your bandwidth at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I'm at 42% uploading. We're gonna hit some trails, have some fun. Coyote Canyon on Saturday, then Sunday is Metal Masher, then Monday is Kane Creek and Behind the Rocks with Tyree. And then Tuesday is Kane Creek again, but that was with Tread Lightly and Tora. And then Wednesday is Top of the World with Tyree. And then Thursday is the Tri-Tip Party. And then Friday we head back to Mesquite for a couple days of chill. And then
are you just calling it a Tri-Tip Party now?
Yeah, it's just the Tri-Tip Party. The Tri-Tip Party with Tyree.
Okay.
I have 8 Tri-Tips. And then
really?
Yeah. Might buy 2 more. Last year we went through 36 pounds.
Buy 4 more and then send 2 this way.
We went through 36 pounds of sausage. It was a sausage party.
Thank you, Calvin. I appreciate you because I laughed like a fucking 13-year-old when that happened, when you said that.
I come back to cause chaos. What can I say?
And then
No, it's just like there were so many jokes that just came to my head.
yeah.
I was like, I can't do this right now.
and then we'll head back
That's
to
what she
Phoenix on
Yeah, it
Sunday.
is.
And we don't travel until August. Well, no, I take that
Oh,
back.
that's
Memorial
nice.
Day weekend, we do go to Texas for the off-road and chill event.
Is that
Going to Mason,
All right.
Texas to
That's
hang
not
out
bad,
with
though.
the chills.
There's not going to be any chill in Texas in August.
No, that's
No?
in May. Wolf Caves.
Well, yeah, it'll still be warm.
Yeah,
Like, I know that Arizona's the devil's armpit in the summer. How bad is Texas?
I don't know.
Just as bad, only a little spicier attitude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's a dry heat here,
All right,
so it's different.
it's you know what? I know that you're right, but I also recognize that is also a bullshit thing that people say who live out west. Like, it's
Especially
still hot.
in August.
It's still hot.
It's
In
still
August, there-
hot. Like,
It's 35% humidity.
yeah,
But it's not, it's not 98% humidity and 100 degrees out.
Wait till you're in that shop at 120 with 35% humidity and those swamp coolers quit working.
Oh, I'm sure.
You'll see what dry heat really
No,
is.
that's when I'll just switch to nights. I'll just come in at night and
it's
go,
still 110.
hey, I'll just go. Well, by that point in time in August, I should have most of it together. And it's really just tightening everything up and making sure that it's tight. And then we got to,
By the end of summer, Bryan will be down 100 pounds.
I'll be weighing 135 pounds.
You'll lose 100 pounds.
you could. Everybody's going to tell you that you're on Ozempic.
Yeah. Except for I won't have the face droop.
Bryan's Ozempic summer. Yeah. I don't know.
You're walking around with the face of like blue
All
steel.
right.
Of like blue steel.
My God. There's that. I'm so glad that we do this still.
Hey.
Wow. All right.
What would you
Well,
do
good,
without
man.
us?
Yeah, what would you do without us?
I'd have more hair. No, I lost all that hair. I lost all that hair and something else. So
I'll say you didn't have any hair when I met you.
No, I'd been married for some time at that point.
It's pretty cool that the new Mac actually
I
has
had
the halo for the light. I'm actually amazed by it.
Yeah.
Oh, did you get a new Mac? Is that what you guys are playing with?
Oh, I got a
new
new
OS.
Mac back in December.
So they did an update on our OS and we now have edge lighting.
Yeah.
Oh, now you can look creepy in different lighting. Yeah, nice.
Yeah. See?
Okay. How you doing, Calvin?
See?
Doing pretty good.
Yeah? How's your Arizona heat?
Well, I was installing a bunch of cameras today, so it was nice and hot.
Installing cameras on the house or on the Jeep?
My mom's new company. So
Okay.
out there in Mason.
Brothel?
Out in Bryan, no.
Oh, Mesa.
Senior citizen daycare.
So brothel.
I can't wait till I get to that point.
Right?
Where your
daycare.
wife can drop you off and have you babysit.
Oh, she does that now. I mean, we do that now, basically. I go to the shop and she drops me off.
She does that now.
It's like going to daycare.
That tracks.
If I want, I drive Beatrice to the store or to the like Burger King if I want food.
Like, I wonder if Kate gets she's driving away. It's like, nah, it's not my problem for the next 8 hours. I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
How much is she paying Dawn to babysit you?
I don't, I'm not part of those conversations. Those are upper level management.
Upper level management. There it is. Oh, crap. All right. Bryan, have you been out recently? Or have you just been working?
We went out a couple weeks ago.
Dude,
and went on hit trail 42.
How was 42?
It was all right.
Okay.
It was, as some people call it, for a rock crawler, it's like a highway. For a overlander, don't do it. It's a 10. It is the hardest trail you will ever do.
Dude, I've done that thing 2 or 3 times now.
But it is a badge of honor trail now.
Mm-hmm.
I did not know that when I hit it. So
Oh, there you go.
it was I was out being nimbly and bimbly, taking pictures for everybody. I didn't need to, you know, get behind the wheel. There was
got
nothing
some cool
there that was
flex.
technical or hard in my view. So I just kind of went with the flow.
All right. But you, Calvin?
It's fun. We went out yesterday, actually. We went out in the desert and ran around. Got some new footage, found some new little rock piles and stuff.
Okay.
We just went out by Vulture Mine.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's all right. It doesn't have to be a hard thing for a weekend, especially if it's hot as hell.
Yeah, we found a couple abandoned mines out there and, some washes and some...
Were you out looking for the
interesting
lost
rocks.
Dutchman mine?
No, that's over where you're at. The wrong side of the valley, man.
Hey,
He's learning. He's new.
I know.
I know Tempe really well because when I was in my youth, I would come up here from Sierra Vista and party at the college. And I know Mesa a little bit. Just because, and I know where am I at? Now I'm in Tempe again. No, I'm in Phoenix. But I'm on the south.
You're on the edge of Tempe.
Yeah. I'm right next to Guadalupe, which I haven't figured quite out yet. I don't know if it's an Indian reservation or if it's actually, do I cross into a portion of Mexico?
I mean,
I feel like that's the kind of thing you should find out before you start like crossing.
It's
places.
like 2 blocks away.
You don't leave the country. It's okay.
I think it's an Indian reservation.
Guadalupe?
Yeah.
No.
It's the city of Guadalupe in Maricopa County.
Mm-hmm. It's a little ghetto.
Oh, it's a little gato. It's something.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a Mexican place there that must be fire.
On fire or fire?
No, that's little Mexican joint there. It must be fire because it must be on point.
Oh, okay.
Because it is just like crossing over into Tijuana.
That's where KUPD used to be as well.
Where?
Down there in Guadalupe.
Yeah. And then
that's where the radio station used to be.
Yeah, and then you go 2 blocks past Guadalupe and there's Dixon Flannels headquarters.
Yep.
Oh, Dixon Flannels.
Yeah.
Or Dixon Flannels?
No.
Or Dix and Flannels?
No. Dixon Flannel Company.
Dixon. Okay. Oh, okay.
And then a few blocks from there is Rome Adventure Company.
Mm-hmm. And Rack
Their
Attack.
new headquarters. Yep. It's where Chris has all his Taco Tuesdays.
Yeah. I didn't know.
I'm usually the only Jeep there. There's maybe 1 or 2.
It's all Toyotas.
Mostly.
Ugh.
Except for the Christmas, because the Christmas, 1 year he told me he didn't get much Jeep stuff because he didn't have Jeeps come. So I sent out a bunch of messages and we had like 35 Jeeps show up.
Oh.
All right.
Hey, I mean,
it's better than nothing.
Yeah, it's better than kicking the pants.
Kicking the pants? Is that a phrase?
That's an old school phrase.
Yeah.
Is it really?
It is.
Kicking the pants?
Yeah.
Or a kick in the pants. Oh my God. I don't know if I don't know if I started drinking enough or not.
All
right.
It's pretty early in the day.
The show right now.
I've had a long week. It is not early in the day.
Misclicking.
What'd you say? Misclicking?
Misclicking. You're clicking in the wrong spots.
It's my mouse.
Oh yeah.
It's probably me. It's my mouse.
Ah, that's okay. We'll do the mute thing afterwards. It's just the live people that'll get subjected to this pain.
It's all right. They'll deal with it. I mean, what else are they doing on a Sunday night that they're watching Riverside Live?
I mean, there is that, right? Like,
I mean, at least we're talking
our audience
heads.
count. We are, and and it's not politics, so that's nice too. I think I would hope for a lot of people. But
I mean, we could get into the politics of right to modify your own Jeep.
We can if we get time for that. I think
have you
got something topical?
The new build on the 26 Wrangler for Ozark? Yeah. So they ran into issues when they changed tire size with a taser. It immediately disabled all their functions and features and everything for like adaptive cruise control and all that, just completely disabled. Yep. you have to add another module, another $330 module that tells all your adaptive cruise control and everything else that you have stock tires, while the Taser tells the rest of the Jeep that you have 40s.
But how can it keep a regular speed for an adaptive cruise control?
It goes off site.
It doesn't go off ABS sensors?
The adaptive cruise control goes off the camera in your windshield.
Yeah, but wouldn't it control the speed of the vehicle based on different tire size?
It's basing it off of the speed that it's running. So whatever you set it at, it sees that speed. But once you change the speed, the camera won't function properly or something. You have to put another module in.
Yeah, that's fun.
It's more of that trying to stop us from modifying.
Good times. Well, I'm sure it's partly that. It's also partly the fact that they can't. I feel like there's issues there from a safety perspective of how much it can calculate exactly how fast you're going. Because I can't believe that the only thing involved in adaptive cruise control is the sight line. Like, because I'm assuming that it's going to think it's got to move a certain amount of.
Don't know.
It's got to go a certain speed in order to get it up.
That's some Subaru stuff right there.
Yeah, I know when I have my windshield changed, they have to recalibrate mine.
Yeah, I know that.
When I had it on 38s, he was able to recalibrate it, and I've gone to 40s, and it's still right. I mean, I'm still slowing down and stopping away from the cars the same distance I was.
Interesting.
So, yeah.
All right. Well, it's still on our list to talk about. Just EJS is here, so we have it's something topical to talk about that we should probably talk about while it's here.
Well, that's something we should talk about during, like, I mean, that's it because EJS Jeep brings out all the new Jeeps, and that's something that I would actually I'll walk right up to them and say, so how are you going to fix the problem of I run 40s? I don't build anything that doesn't run 40s.
Exactly.
I mean, it is a good question to ask. They seem to want to answer those kinds of questions right now.
Just don't look for Juan Carlos Pablo.
Pablo Escobar
Montoya.
Mendoza.
That guy.
What was the guy? What was the guy's name
me.
from Princess Bride? Pirate. The Dread Pirate? No, not Dread Pirate Roberts.
I legitimately don't know.
But my name is Juan
Ego Montoya.
Ego Montoya. There you go.
Thank you. You managed to jog my memory in that. Are you happy with yourself?
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
You got to admit you watch girl movies.
Come on, you watched it when you were.
Well, to be fair, yeah,
you watched it.
You guys are married.
Yeah,
you watch girl movies.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, I'm a sucker for a high school melodrama.
You guys are married.
I'm a sucker for a high school melodrama. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. And if you add vampires to it,
I know
I'm done. You might as well
give them my their lives to be over. I know.
Vampire Diaries, I'm down with some Vampire Diaries, some Dawson's Creek.
Dude. Anybody go watch Project Hail Mary?
No,
not yet. It's on my list.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about watching Mercy tonight.
They actually did a pretty good job keeping it close to the book.
Okay. I'm very excited, but it's one of I love The Martian, so
I got
it should be fun.
I had it on my desk somewhere. Oh,
wait. I don't read right.
Yeah.
You don't know. We know that. But what movie are you referencing?
Mercy with
okay.
Chris Pratt. It's on Amazon Prime, so I don't have to go to a movie theater and deal with kids.
Dude, I went to IMAX at 9:30 at night.
Yeah. Were you all alone by yourself?
No, it was me and Jennifer and 300 other people.
Okay.
I heard it did 80 million this weekend.
It did.
It was good
weekend for itself. Yeah. All right. Well, so you guys want the update for the Jeep?
Yeah. Well,
Sure.
JD, how are you doing?
Yeah, JD.
That's a real complicated question these days.
You got a rental car right now?
Yeah.
God, no, of course not. No, I am borrowing a vehicle when I need one, and it's just
Devos is nuts.
What?
He's got his Devos light on.
I do. We don't have any lamps or anything in this house.
Dude, just turn your
there's no light on the fan that's above me. But the backlighting went away. That was kind of cool. So if I turn this off, the
There you go.
backlight.
That's just.
Oh, the
doesn't look bad.
backlighting's back. Well, that's just the backlighting. It's dark. It's almost dark here.
Is it?
Well, it's getting there.
All right.
Yeah.
So I did not have a rental. The Jeep's back at the shop. I don't know if the Jeep was still in the shop the last time we talked. I can't remember anymore. It all just blurs into it now. So Bryan, I will tell you this. I took a summary of all of these visits that I've had over the last year or so, and I sent that over to Joe and had Joe kind of look it over at a holistic level just to kind of see. And let me see exactly what did I get back from Joe when I sent this to? Let's see. After reading that, it sounds like the motor's on its last legs. A bunch of sensors that are the heartbeat are going off, which is not so. It's continued to have a rough idle. It's continued to have issues here and there. I took it back over to the dealership on my way. I picked it up from the dealership and drove it
3 blocks.
2 miles before it popped a code again. Yeah, no, I got on the highway. I was actually able to get on the highway. I didn't make it to the next exit before I got a code and I had to limp it back to the dealership. So after limped it back there, they took a look at it. It was getting cam error messages. Oil was very low for having just been changed and just topped off. And so they put some oil in it. They were going to have me do I'm sorry, I take that back. They were going to have me do an oil consumption test after taking a look at something else. And then they topped off the oil, set me on my way. I got maybe 3 miles and I popped a code again. So I turned around, went back to the dealership, and then they started tearing into it that afternoon, that evening. Their biggest concern was that it's burning so much oil, which I agree has been a concern of mine since 2021.
Yeah.
I've been complaining that it's been burning too much oil since then. I've actually had it to the dealerships a few times now, complaining about the fact that I can't keep oil in it and it's not leaking enough to account for that.
Yeah.
So, so Friday they submitted it to Mopar for an engine replacement. And we will see if that's going to happen or not. If that does not happen, that will probably be the end of the warranty with Mopar. But it's kind of I'm going to use a kid's term. It's like a 6-7 situation here. Like I'm not entirely sure what they're going to say.
3-6.
It's a 3-6 situation. Yeah.
5-7.
Yeah.
That's LS swap.
What I don't know. It depends. That's the thing. We'll get to that conversation in a second. So,
okay,
if I go by some estimates, based on my Blue Book value and based on what it would cost for a warranty level replacement of an engine, theoretically, I should still be within that price range. But if that is not the case, then I do have to start looking at contingency plans. And one of those thoughts that did cross my mind was just doing an LS swap of some kind once I had it back, because I'm going to get paid out for the warranty, and all things considered, they're going to pay me probably more than and we'll see how that plays out. But I'm kind of hopeful that they do the engine. I really can't afford to do that shit right now, but if I have to, I'll do it. But because I can't not have a Jeep, I can't what?
LS swap V8.
I know what I want to do it too. Like I'd love to put a V8 in a fucking 2-door
with an 8-speed.
Order yourself a 2-door JK with a freaking 5.7 from the factory.
I mean, I could, but
it costs you like $1,200 a month.
Yeah, that's it. Just $1,200.
That's it. Just 12.
Brian, how would you feel about a $1,200 a month payment?
That's less than my truck payment.
Christ, I couldn't even. I mean,
my tow pig.
I say that
my tow pig is more than that. I think my tow pig is $1,500 a month.
What are you rocking?
What, a Ford F-350?
Like I know. Like I haven't had a car payment in so long, and I just don't want one.
I mean,
Plus, I have other payments that I have to make on a monthly basis now, so I don't have
And
the
do a
spendable
lease.
income that I once had. What?
Do a lease.
I
Custom build it with a
no.
lease.
So let me tell you about the bullshit that I saw come through the mail. One of the dealerships here local was sending out like you can lease a Wrangler for like $300 down and $349 a month or something, and I'm just like, that's ridiculous. There's no fucking way you can get that. You have to have amazing credit, but also their limit was 5,000 miles a year before they went to 30 cents a mile.
I put less than that on Beatrice.
But you're putting that bitch in a trailer.
Yeah.
That's not fair. I'm not trailering the Jeep to and from work. That's stupid.
Oh,
The Gladiator has 39,000 miles on it right now.
I mean,
How many?
39,000.
For how many years is it? A year?
It's a
2 years?
24.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just barely 2 years old. Or is it even 2 years old yet? Beginning of April. 2 years.
Wow. How many miles on Beatrice?
for the
How
first
old?
first 90,000 miles on it, it was a tow behind of all four on the ground, tow behind a motorhome. Before I bought it, and then when I bought it, it had 99,999 miles on it. And since we've owned it in the 7 years we've owned it, I put 12,000 miles on it total.
Okay.
And I was an overlander. Remember, I was an overlander before, so I actually drove places and did that whole camping thing. Yeah. And then
Allegedly.
but so the way we figured it, there was about 85,000 miles of total just tow behind. The engine wasn't running, nothing. It was in neutral. And so like I did an oil change, and last time I did my oils, a couple months ago, it came out golden brown after 1,000 miles.
Okay. Nice.
So
I cannot say the same.
Yours didn't come out.
Yours didn't come out.
It doesn't come out. Yeah. In fact,
They
they keep telling me they're changing the oil, and I think they're just opening it up and putting more in it. Yeah.
Well, just grab a 55-gallon drum of oil and just have a direct feed, like an IV, like a drip.
Just give it a little drip.
At one point, somebody did ask me, like, well, do you do maintenance on it? And I'm like, there's a 5-quart thing of Quaker State behind the driver's seat. What do you think? Like, I have oil will travel at this point with it. So yeah, I tell you, actually
check the gas and fill the oil.
Putting it, yeah. So let me ask you guys this question. Would you think that somebody should need to top off the oil on a 160,000 mile engine every time they get gas? Okay.
No.
Good. Then I'm not high when I thought when that guy said that to me either, because I was just like, that seems fucking silly to me. That seems
maybe every other
much.
time you get gas, but not every time.
Every other time still seems excessive.
It does.
Okay.
But if you're burning a quart of oil per tank of gas, that engine's got issues, and then nothing's leaking.
Well, that's kind of my thing. Is like, yeah.
So where's the oil going?
Exactly.
Does the oil just doesn't go back to
that I can smell it.
Like, you're not creating little velociraptors running down the road. Oil doesn't go back to what it was.
It would be amazing if it did, though. That would be amazing if it did.
Pop one out the
highways
tailpipe.
full of tiny little velociraptors. Holy shit!
I mean, take off your muffler. Is it just full of oil?
Oh, you know what? I never have. I probably should. That's probably going to have to be. If all that happens, probably have to get all
the
that
dealership's probably watching. They'll dump it out while it's there.
Just like,
ugh. Yeah, I'm looking over the service history for last year, man. It's been a lot. Fuel injectors, the unstable RPMs. We did the clock spring last year. That was a shit show.
Off topic question. Since we're talking about oil, off topic question that I would actually like people to respond to. So instead of calling them cemeteries, why don't we just call them future oil fields?
They would
I
come out of
mean-
the ground as synthetic oil
Yeah.
with everything we put in them
I mean,
too.
if you're getting it from California, it's
yeah.
synthetic oil.
Yeah.
Are oil fields in Minnesota bigger than oil fields in California? Because they're bigger people.
I'm upset that Nathan is not here right now because I feel like he
Where
would
is
argue with
Nathan?
you about scale. Yeah.
Sorry, a little off topic, but it just a thought in my head. I was like,
Nope. It's morbid and delightful.
The
at the same
intrusive
time,
thoughts just
so-
pop right out.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. No kidding. Right. That's
That's why we're on the internet.
It's why we're on the internet.
Yeah.
That's nobody's watching us anyway. We're fine. Like it's like there was one person watching and it was just me a minute ago. So we'll see what happens. Since it got submitted Thursday night, I imagine I'll hear back hopefully Monday or Tuesday what their next steps are going to be, and whether or not they're going to send out an actual person to inspect it or not. They did not have to send somebody as an inspector for the transmission, but I don't know if they would for the engine. So we'll see how that all goes.
it's probably the same
Yeah.
dude.
So it's regional. I would have no doubt it would be
Yeah.
the same person, and he's gonna be like this fucking Jeep again. Yeah, it's gonna
I mean,
be.
that guy spent more time in
This
your
yellow
Jeep than
piece
you
of
have
crap.
in the last year.
The guy at the dealership I've been taking it to has he's spent more time dealing with it than I have had it.
So he's
Since
got
December of
seat position number 1 now.
Yeah, pretty much. Since December of 2024, it's been in the shop for 123 days.
Jesus.
So, and I
They
still
should
managed
start
to put
renting it from
15,000
you.
miles on it last year. Yeah. So,
And you drove it off a cliff.
Yeah.
yeah.
No, the road disappeared.
Not off a cliff. Yeah, exactly. It was more of a changing, a change in the terrain. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Changing the consistency of the terrain.
and- Instantaneous change in the terrain. Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, so Calvin, you're not doing EJS? You don't give a shit?
Why
You just
not?
don't- Is that just
No.
not something you like to do?
Maybe next year. We have other stuff going on. And Jennifer doesn't have the massive amount of time off work to go.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So-
You guys did burn a lot of that last year too. Plus-
yeah, she only gets like a week and a half.
Yeah. Do you really
Oh.
want to spend all of that
9
doing
days.
like industry stuff?
9 days of vacation a year?
She gets 9 days a year. I'm at like
Yeah. Not all of us are retired, bro.
I think I have 9 months saved up.
Jesus.
See, now that's what
Let
I'm
me
talking
ask you this question.
Mm.
If God forbid something were to happen, you walk away with all that vacation time in cash?
278 hours, and then I think 400 or 500 hours worth of sick time I can take.
Yeah, but do you get paid
Okay.
out if something?
Yeah, that's how much I get paid out.
But he only gets
Roughly.
paid out 278 hours, so
Yeah.
whatever over that he would lose. You
Yeah.
better start taking some vacation. Yeah.
I do here and there. Got some stuff coming up. We're gonna take that whole week for
I mean, that's 6 weeks.
Overland Expo.
That's almost 7 weeks of vacation.
Mhm.
278 hours.
Out of 9 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 9 months is accrued vacation, sick time, personal time, everything all in one. And they changed a bunch of stuff so I don't get as much as I used to. So, they got
Okay.
new HR regime and they come in to protect the company better than the last one did.
When I got out of the army,
Oh,
when I got
that's
out of the
how it
army,
always
I
works.
had 7 months of leave accrued from
Mhm.
5 years of not getting charged any time off.
So
Did you get anything for it, Brian?
They extended my time that time. So I was still in the military, didn't have to go do anything.
Oh, okay.
And then
so you got paid,
That's
but you
fair.
didn't have to do anything.
yeah, I was still active duty. I just didn't get up and go to work.
And that was different than active duty?
No, active duty was I had to get up and put on BDUs every day, put on uniform every day,
Oh, okay.
go deal with.
So he was like a civilian contractor then.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't have to, I didn't have to shave anymore. I was like, This is cake.
Is that when you started the beard?
No, I started the beard long before then. I had it in Iraq. It was a little stubby.
Oh,
It was stubby.
okay. Oh, okay. Was there gonna be a really bad
There
joke
were
about it
there
and
were
trying to
there
fit in or
were
not?
regulations were really lax.
No.
You know?
No.
And we did have steak and lobster every night. Okay, this is a true thing that the military has been doing since I can remember. That in combat you get steak and lobster. It's a given thing.
Why not?
You get tired of it, so you want Indian food.
A cheeseburger.
So I don't know what
I mean,
Hegswith is getting all. Everybody's getting all mad at him for paying for steak and lobster for people. Good, they deserve it. They could die tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
This isn't
There is that.
prison. It's a volunteer army.
Yeah, you didn't do anything
Yeah.
wrong to get there.
No, it's not called it's not the Marine Corps.
wow. Shots fired. If you'd like to talk to Bryan about that, please leave us a message at 719-408-0132. You
got any crayons there,
get
Bryan?
the voicemail lines going again.
I love my friends that are crayon eaters. Love them all. Would serve with you any day of the week
Wow.
and twice on Sunday.
Just peppering just gonna continue going to the well with it then, huh? Yep, that's it. That's it. All right. Okay. Well, the reason so with what one so we wanted to figure out what the hell we're going to talk about tonight, and EJS is it because when we're recording this, and probably it's going to air right as EJS is getting ready to start. I will not be there. I wanted to be there, but obviously my plans changed for a whole host of reasons. But
You could rent a Jeep.
I'm not renting a Jeep and taking it. That's
Go
just
lease a
no.
4xe
Because right now,
and take it back.
You rented
No.
a trailer.
Yeah.
Rent a Jeep.
no, there's that, and I just found out when Expeditions is, so I'm not entirely sure. I'm going to have the funding for all of that. So again, if you'd like to buy a house that's in Monument, Colorado, just a few minutes away from trails, please reach out to me. You can leave me a message at 719-408-0132, and I will call you back from that too. But
He has to play the
it's-
voicemail.
I'll play the voicemail, absolutely. Because then, if that person doesn't buy it, that'll just spur somebody else to buy it. That's all I'm looking for. It's just I need to generate that buzz. So yeah, that's it. It's just not in the cards. Plus, I had the reason I was gonna be at EGS was gonna be around the Jeep, my Jeep specifically, and doing stuff I did on the Trails Offroad. But since I'm not gonna be there, or I'm not gonna have the Jeep, then it's really not worth it for me to be there for that. So, we'll just
were gonna
wait.
show
and
off the
hopefully I can do that
warranty?
next year. Yeah, you know what? I actually did text somebody, and I was like, if you see anybody from Jeep there while you're talking to them, can you ask them why my engine's crapped out at 160,000 miles?
Here we go. I got a
So,
plan for you,
'cause-
JD. Buy all the parts to fix the engine. Okay.
Yeah.
Bring it to
Go to
EJS and have Joe work on it there because it's free and BFG
free.
pays for it.
I don't think Joe wants to work on it, and he's seen the sheet now. He's seen the
rap
breakdown. He's
sheet.
like, no, I
He's
don't.
seen the rap sheet.
Mm-mm.
Just
I
bring the
wouldn't
crate
touch that
motor
thing with
over
a
there.
10-foot pole. Absolutely, yeah. No, he's smarter than that. But he's still trying to sell me that goddamn long arm kit, and it's like, dude, I don't. I'm waiting for
What
an
long
engine.
arm kit? From Rock Crawler or RPM?
I think he's got a long. I don't know. He's got some kit. He's trying. I think it's
Oh, long
it was a long arm kit. He's trying to get me to buy. Let's see here. Yeah, like 3 messages later. At first, he's like, "Get a JL, get rid of all those problems." Oh yeah, get a 3-link long arm kit. Just needs joint and frame brackets. I'm like, well, yeah, I need a Jeep that runs. So
Oh, it's a 3. It's
we all need
it's
things.
Rock Crawler. You don't want that. I'm not saying anything bad about Rock
Oh,
Crawler.
wow.
I'm saying you don't want that.
Me specifically
For your
don't want
setup,
that.
you don't want
Okay.
that. At the most, you need a mid-arm kit. For what you do, you just need a mid-arm kit. You don't need a long arm kit like I do. You don't need
That's
because for what you
Yeah,
do,
that seems
for
appropriate.
what you do, a mid-arm kit, it's not changing any brackets. It's not doing anything except for adding a little bit more lift, adding a little bit more stretch, and
a little more flex.
yep. and you'll be able to,
'Cause those factory arms
handle a
suck.
little harder trails than what you do now. Whereas, me, a long arm kit, I won't drive a Jeep without one. But I don't
Cold arms right there.
But I drive my Jeep differently.
Yeah. Did you just T-Rex that, Calvin?
T-Rex.
Little arm right there.
I'm really glad that was, I'm glad I was able to tell it was a finger. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. This is still a family show, folks. Thank you. There you go. Yeah.
Have any
Mind your
complaints?
framing is what I'm saying. No, because nobody watches this show anyway. We're fine. I'm not talking about.
I thought you had one complaint.
We had one. It was me. And then I paused it.
Well, no,
I
because you
can't
linked
spare the bandwidth.
when we talked about the Matt recovering you.
What about it?
Somebody said we're not as family friendly as Matt.
Oh, yeah, 100%. But that's, to be fair, I think, and Bryan has touched on the reasons why we probably had that person look that up and was just like, oh, that's not very, they're looking us up like you had Matt's recovery in the title. Well, yeah, they were involved,
Matt was
but
there.
I'm actually
Matt was
amazed
there,
I
but
haven't
we were
gotten any
talking about it.
complaints.
And
I'm actually amazed I haven't gotten any personally.
well, you know what that means is
That's because you're not in Mesquite right now.
No, the person that he's worried about actually complaining about what he's doing on the show isn't actually watching. So you should be good.
Yeah.
I think you should be fine. Okay. So if you're not familiar with these Jeep Safari, what is this? Is this the 60th year?
Otherwise, I wouldn't be
60th
going either, Calvin.
Yeah.
I have big,
I might go next
big
year.
feelings about EJS. Big feelings.
So
Yeah. Do you want to share those big?
In a little bit. Let's see if I
Go
can
ahead,
get the
Calvin.
rain. Dang it.
I had somebody tell me, just go to EJS and avoid all the vendor stuff and go enjoy the rest of it.
I mean, I could,
You
I
got the
could
rain.
get that. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think you had to talk
just-
about it, Bryan.
we don't like going with a lot of people. We don't like the crowd thing,
Well, so
Yeah.
it is the 60th anniversary of the very first EJS by Red Rocks Jeep Club or whatever they're called. I think it's Red Rocks.
No, that was
4x4.
1983. It was originally the 1967. It was just the Chamber of Commerce that started doing this as a marketing stunt.
Oh,
And I don't know if it was 1967 or not,
Okay.
but it was
look at you!
one of the
Look
first
at you on
early years. They
Wikipedia.
actually, I know, I did my research, right?
He Googled it before we got here.
I Googled it. Thanks.
Google AI
You
knows
can either
more.
listen to us,
Yeah.
right? You can either listen to us or we'll Google it for you so that
Yeah.
we can regurgitate it for you on
Yeah.
there. They dropped ice cream from the air from a small airplane. And like nowadays, I just don't think that would be.
You know how many
no one would
OSHA
let that happen.
you know how many
yeah.
OSHA complaints you'd get?
Dude,
OSHA,
file a
NEDA,
FAA
Littering
violation.
and
Littering. Oh boy, I could only imagine. Yeah,
They're
good
dropping
stuff.
bombs on us. No, it's a bomb.
they're
pop.
dropping bombs.
So
Oh.
you know, I've been going to we've been going to EJS for 8 years now, 7 years, 8 years now, and
Yeah,
the first couple of years it was great. It was awesome, and then this thing called COVID happened, and all these Californians moved to Moab. And there's nothing worse to
killed
ruin
everything.
a freaking Jeeper's life than a Californian that rides and
like
mountain
not
bikers.
the SNL California.
It was the mountain bikers
No.
from California that eat granola and Venmo each
And all
other
the little
money for
hikers.
tomatoes. I've seen it all happen in the city market, okay? I am telling the honest to God's truth. In their Sprinter vans. Okay? So, you know, half the you go up there on Gemini Bridges Road, and
Mhm.
you have to there's actual signs that say vehicles must stop for mountain bikes crossing the road.
No, target them. Points.
target them. Wow.
So it's and mountain bikes don't tear up the land as much as fossil fuel driven vehicles do.
Bullshit.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
I'll show you some
question
videos
that
of guys
science.
tearing that shit up.
And then so it kind of went downhill. It's Red Rocks 4x4 has been trying to bring it, resurrect it. the city of Moab the city council brings in freaking 10 or 15 Utah state troopers, plus you have the sheriffs, plus you have the Grand County sheriffs, plus they're supplemented by the whatever county is south of them and north of them. And then you've also got the Moab police who just sit there in this one area on the road where it goes from 35 to 25 in
Yeah.
and they just sit there. And the
Writing
minute
tickets and making money.
you hit that 25 zone and you're doing 26 miles an hour, bam, they write you a ticket. They don't even
Yep.
not pass go. They don't want your driver's license. They don't want anything. They just want to write you a ticket. They don't. And then, and then you got all the trail stuff. It's not I don't personally like driving 45 minutes to an hour to get to a trailhead on the street. And
That's fair.
Sand Hollow
Well,
kind of ruined it. Sand Hollow did it. It kind of Moab was the greatest place on earth when I lived in Colorado.
Yeah. Well, and I think for a lot of people it still is, but who is this? I was reading an article here. There was a city council meeting in Moab, and it was a month or two ago, and they were talking about they were talking about the guy who ran last year for the city council, Howard Trenholm, had claimed that the sales tax for the city had dropped about 30% in the last calendar year. And even if that's an exaggerated number, I doubt that it's not up there in that range, because people just aren't going. Like you can only treat people like that built the city for so long before they just stop coming, and then they're just like,
the people
I'm just going to go to Sand Hollow.
The people that built the city are no longer there, or no longer alive.
Yeah.
And all these Californians moved in with their Sprinter vans, and once they claimed residency, they ran for city council.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair. Yeah.
Dude, it's happening here too.
So I'm not like out here, just saying what I believe in. These are actual facts. I've been in the city market where a guy said, hey, a guy was talking to his girlfriend, Sprinter van people, and he's like, oh, let's get this tomato. I'll Venmo you the price. I'll Venmo you the tomato cost.
Yeah.
It's 67 cents. 6-7. You can't, in
it pains me when you say that.
In Moab, you can't bring in you're not supposed to bring in your own wood. You have to go buy it because you're not supposed to bring in wood to Grand County.
Well,
there's some dung beetle or something. I mean, why can't we outlaw Californians from moving anywhere? Let's keep them there.
All right. I'll give you a lot of things, but I understand that one. That one is partially because of issues like the beetle kill we've got here in Colorado, because it came in on. They're not entirely sure what it came in on, but one of the ways it can come in is
a Sprinter van
through lumber. Oh my God! Okay, yeah, and this is how we end up getting canceled. Everybody,
this is why we get complaints.
Blame
this guy.
It's because Bryan keeps saying 6-7.
Right. I don't think that's going to help us. I also don't think that's going to help bring in a different demographic.
I don't know what white people. Do we even know what 6-7 means?
It doesn't mean anything.
I thought it was like a 6.
Do you know what Jenny's number is?
6-7 inch lift.
No.
You don't know what Jenny's number is?
I don't know. I don't. I played video games for the first time today in like a year.
Dude, you're old enough to know what Jenny's number is.
8675309.
Yeah, 8675309.
There you go.
Okay, that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you're right. I am.
All right. Well, so Bryan, what are some of the ways what do you think they're trying to do to bring EJS back as being relevant?
Okay.
That's the thing is, I wonder, there's part of me that wonders, because I have these conversations with you guys. I have these conversations with folks at different levels of different industries. And what I've heard in the last 2 years a lot from people is it's not worth it. It's not worth the expense of having a booth there, or it's not worth going as a participant because the trails are overloaded when there are enough people there, and there's a whole litany of complaints, right?
Okay, as a just a Jeeper, I will give you my list. It's too expensive. Okay, to rent a house there, it's $3,000 to $5,000 for the week. It's the most expensive event as a Jeeper of any of the events year round. Great Smoky costs Kate and I for lodging $1,200 for 2 different lodging places for Windrock and Pigeon Forge. Total $1,200.
Yeah.
Moab to rent a house in Moab. It's $3,000 to $5,000 depending on the size.
Oof.
And then if you look up like our hotel like Kate and I's hotel that we're staying in, if we didn't pre-negotiate our rates a year before, like when we left Moab last DJS, we had negotiated our rates for the next year. They sold the Hilton and still had to honor our rates. But the going rate for that hotel is $356 a night.
Oof. Ouch.
And then now you add on top of that diesel prices, and the city of Moab has outlawed any trailer parking on any streets.
So where do you park?
Exactly. We have to pay, for, so you've got all these massive Jeeps that are coming out there. And now then none of us are running mud flaps. No one's running mud flaps. No one's running, we're legal.
Just waiting for that ticket.
We're legal for the state that we live in, but we're not legal for the state of Utah. So there's a ticket. Okay. Last year I was on trail and I got a phone call saying that the PD was trying to tow our F-350 in a 20-foot trailer at one time on the street. And we were parked in a parking zone. But one of the townsfolk complained, and
if they don't want to deal with that, don't live there.
They live there for the mountain biking.
For.
It's what I've heard from people that go to Moab frequently that say that when it's not during EJS, there is not a problem. Not one problem. It is literally just EJS because EJS also falls on spring breaks and Canyonlands, Arches.
I can't believe that they're bitching that much about stuff from a week's worth of events. Like, and I know it's not just Jeeps, right? We can get into the whole side by sides versus Jeep stuff.
Side by sides aren't really there. It is literally just. It's mostly just Jeeps. The side by sides, they kind of stick to if they are out there, they kind of stick to themselves. I mean, this year I know that BLM has made a very conscious effort to make sure that everybody has permits for trails. And it's one of those things that I know that after this event, I will never go back to Moab ever again.
You done?
I'm done. I was done last year, and then everybody's like, "Oh, it's the 60th. We have to go." I'm like, "Okay, I'll agree with that. It's the 60th." I mean, I went to Sturgis for the 75th, and I don't even ride a motorcycle.
Yeah,
it's iconic. But it's the 60th. Jeepers Jamboree is there. EJS is happening. And last year, the restaurants, you could walk into any restaurant and there was not a wait.
Yeah, I get it.
So
and it's not just the overcrowding though. Like I'm back at I don't feel welcome there as an off-roader. Like I just don't.
No.
And I don't want to go spend my money at a place that doesn't want me there in the first place.
Yeah, and that's because
if you want to run us out of town, then congratulations.
Well, mountain bikers, sprinter vans,
and that's fine. Then then I'll wait, 15, 20 years for the town to tank, and then they'll start offering plenty of incentives for people to come back and off road, and then no one will want to go anymore. But it'll still be fun to go and visit.
I mean, they were 2 years ago. They were offering Instagram models. They were the city of Moab was paying them money to come to Moab and do the Moab stuff, and not one of them was a Jeep. Not one of them had to do with going on a Jeep tour. No, they went on helicopter rides. They went on bungee jumping from one of the arches. They, certain things. It's not that lifestyle out there anymore because of the people that moved in.
Oh,
So
I
I'm
won't.
not
It's my,
I'm not
it's
mad
my
about
actual-
Moab. I mean, Moab, when I lived in Colorado, Moab was 5 hours away from Denver. It was great. And it has
Yeah.
some great trails, and I met some great people out there. I have nothing against Moab as a place. What I have against is the way that the town is being run now.
Yeah, I agree.
And what I've heard is
I
that
agree.
they've voted out all the Californian people. It's just
Yeah, but is it too little, too late?
yeah, because one of the most iconic events that happens every year is the EJS. It kicks off the year. And so, and people were trying to figure out, are we going to go to G Beach or EJS? And now the argument is because MotoBuilt's doing a MotoCon or BuiltCon or something in Sand Hollow May 2nd. Genrite does their customer appreciation weekend in Sand Hollow the same weekend of EJS.
Yeah. There's some actual direct competition now from people. It seems like it just, I think people are just, they're tired of, like you said, spending that kind of cash. And that, to your point, is actually going to get worse, right? Like, gas is up $1.30 a gallon here. There's absolutely nobody that's going to be looking in the next year to spend a ton of money. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Same.
why would I spend a ton of money to drive out to Moab when I have I have a ton of stuff back here, right here in my backyard.
Yeah.
But more importantly, like if I'm gonna spend that cash and a premium, right? Because you're gonna spend a premium on gas, be it in and around a place like Moab, just in general, may as well go do it. Someplace that isn't overcrowded, that wants me there and wants me spending that cash. It doesn't cost me $3,000 for a week long B&B.
I've made this argument over and over again. I don't drink and drive. I just don't do it. We don't have alcohol in our vehicle when we're off-roading.
No.
But don't treat every Jeeper like they're a criminal when I know more sheriffs, police officers that are drunk on trail in their side-by-side or whatever vehicle they're driving. That it's true. And then you turn around. Here's the other part of it is, like you said, there are a lot of events around the nation, but I go to EJS. It's nothing but cops everywhere. I go to Sand Hollow. I go to Trail Hero. It's nothing but cops everywhere. At the vendor show last year, they were walking around like they were Gestapo, and we were in a concentration camp fenced in. Not my quote.
I think this year's
another company actually said that they will not be back. A major company that I've talked to, that I'm friends with, not that I'm a part of, but they said they will not be coming back to Trail Hero at all because of the level that was at. You go to Great Smoky, you don't even see one.
Yep. There's let's see here. How long? Matt's off-road games are over now, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's not legit here. All right, so there's not tons of things going on at the same time, but there are a few things starting to pop up.
But the drinking
all
is
that
less
stuff
of
is in
a
the
problem
spring.
with Jeepers now. Now that the culture's changed, it's a lot less of the Jeepers problem, whereas the side-by-sides, they're the ones that just,
you drink and ride.
pour and dump.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's where, that gets all this involvement. People complaining about, I don't like to hear loud engines. I don't want to hear this. A couple of years ago, I heard that Moab wanted to start a city. They tried to do a city ban on side-by-sides. That didn't work. So then they tried to do a city ban. Then that's one of the reasons why they started pushing the Jeepers out, was because they wanted the side-by-siders gone. And if the Jeepers are gone, the side-by-siders won't be there either.
Yeah. Well,
they will.
They will though. Like that's
Yeah. No, if there's not Jeeps on the trail, they'll be there big time.
Yeah, that's
Because side by sides just see Jeeps as an obstacle.
But I've
'cause we're slower.
heard that they tried to put in decibel readers in town, and people get tickets for having too high of exhaust. Okay, there are freaking semis doing 55 and a 35 rolling into town carrying God knows what.
What
'Cause
they're
it's the cutoff.
Well, they're not complaining. Well, yeah, but they're not complaining about Main Street, right? And they're complaining about side by sides, and they're complaining about like there's 3 streets I can think of off the top of my head right now that they're complaining about in Moab, that they're complaining about the noise. Specifically the ones that lead right into the park there, and I'm thinking like along the way to Milts and that kind of stuff. Those kind of the streets that kind of go through those subdivisions.
Yeah.
And those are kind of like the main areas where I think they have some legitimate complaints. I've heard side by sides go tearing through there and not following the speed limits, and they don't have their noise restrictors on and whatever else that there's the rest of all the stuff they're supposed to have. And I think people, I get the frustration with that part of that too. I get the frustration with it. I just also, I think they conflate the two. And I think a lot of times when people complain about off-roaders, they don't understand that they're lumping in full size, Jeeps with the side-by-side crowd that they're complaining about. And so then we end up getting crapped on from both directions and nobody ends up winning. Because they don't address the problem with the group of people it needs addressing with, which is side by sides. Side by sides are the noise problem. Side by sides are the drinking problem. And I'm speaking with a broad brush here, right? Like I'm not saying that there aren't issues with off-roaders in general and drinking, and off-roaders in general being idiots on the roads and things like that. But typically, and when you ask as a whole, when you ask people like, so what's the complaint? Is it side by sides or is it Jeeps? It's side by sides. All right. Are they drinking or are they not drinking? They're drinking. Is their music too loud or not?
Music's too loud. They've got, they're half the time it's extremely offensive music to some folk. Some folk it's not.
Well, not everybody wants to hear Kid Rock.
I'm not saying it's Kid Rock.
I was thinking the other Super Bowl.
I was thinking, I mean, I don't want to listen to orchestras and jazz. It's not the place.
There is that. I think, and I
want to hear some Pantera.
Yeah,
maybe some Chris Ledoux,
some Nickelback for you.
Yeah, Nickelback.
There you go. Okay,
they had a good documentary on Netflix, though. Nickelback did. It was a good documentary.
It was in theaters and then it was on Netflix, but it's a good documentary. It's Hate to Love. Yeah.
Yeah.
They actually have a great shirt that says fan or liar. And I thought that was nice. Yeah. All right. Well, Bryan, how many years you said you've been there? Most of the last 7 years or all 7 years?
All 7 years.
You think, just from looking at the outside in, do you think attendance was down all those years?
Yes, it's steadily gone down.
Year over year?
Yes. Okay. The steadily has gone down. The vendor shows always had, now, I mean, before it would take up the entire parking lot. Now it's dwindled down to all the way down to almost just a convention center, or just the, Moab's not as dog friendly as people think it is. That's that takes a lot from the Jeep world, because most people have Jeep dogs. And so, the restaurants, it's not even about the restaurants. You can't take a dog into a national park. So, and you've got your entire economy is built on 2 national parks and uranium mining.
Yeah.
I mean, hey,
is the uranium mining still really heavy out there, or is
they just kicked it up enough? They just kicked it up again, from what I understand. I mean,
well, I mean,
or it's clean up for it's clean up for the mining or something. But anyway, it's to me, it's
if
just,
leave us a message 719-408-0132.
To me, it's not the event that it used to be. It's not a fault of Red Rocks. It's not a fault of
No.
the consumer that's out there Jeeping. It's 100% fault of the city and the county, thinking that
What do you think?
Too much Big Brother.
I mean, so Sprint.
There's that.
Okay, here's my take on it. Here you go. Here, are you ready for this one?
This has been your take on
Okay.
it. Yeah, we're here.
Well, I mean, I'm so
I know.
Sprinter van people don't spend a lot of money in towns. They just don't.
Yeah.
No.
They're not built for expendable income. They are built, they have a Sprinter van and that's their, home away from mom and dad most of the time. Or if they're older like me, it's they're empty nesters and they want to get out and travel. But they don't have the expendable income that Jeepers have. Jeepers will go out to eat every meal when they're not on trail.
Mm-hmm.
They will go to and go to every one of the restaurants that are in Moab. They will start at breakfast at Moab Garage. They will end their night at the Moab Brewery.
Yeah.
We would go 7 years ago. It was a 3.5 hour wait for a table at the Moab Brewery. Last year,
Yeah.
I walked in and sat down at a table.
Yeah. But you're talking about doing that at EJS, though. So do you think that's a symptom of the Sprinter van crowd or a symptom of the fact that the crowds are down at EJS in general? Because that seems to me like a significant drop in attendance.
It's both.
3.5 hour
I think
wait
it's both.
for a restaurant to zero.
I think it's both.
I mean, if you're getting overcharged and people don't want you there, why are you going to go?
Yeah, it's a very much of a
There's that
feeling
too,
that
yeah.
you're
It's
not
a-
wanted.
It's a
Yeah.
It's an effect.
Oh, I got that feeling when I was there, 6 or 7 years ago. The last time it's been a minute since I've been there. And I didn't want to go back after that. And that was before COVID and a lot of the rest of that crap, or at least it was during COVID. Like it was a lot of the stuff that's happened in the last few years, like the mileage closures and things like that, none of that had happened yet. Like we were still, even those shots across the bow hadn't occurred yet. It was just, I already felt like they don't want us here. There's no indication to me that they want us to be, here at all. So why would I continue to spend cash here? And especially, Sand Hollow is great, but even outside of Sand Hollow, right? Like you drive 30 or 40 minutes south of Moab. I don't even know if it's that long, down to the San Rafael Swell. There's an amazing amount of off-roading down there that you don't have to spend any cash on at Moab to go do.
Down in Monticello,
Same thing goes.
You're really close to the Colorado border where you can jump right over to Montrose.
Yeah.
Is all really, really close there. It's, to me, it's not worth the money to go and feel like I'm not wanted.
That's fair. Do you guys think Jeep has had played any part in this in general? This was their event, right? It is Easter Jeep Safari, and they have not been exactly stellar as a brand.
I
in the
mean,
last
Jeep
5 or 6
has a
years,
big
7 years.
presence there. Jeep does bring Jeep Performance Parts does they rent out an entire parking lot and put all the concept vehicles out there. But the other thing that I have heard is that it's the same concept vehicles from 3 years ago.
Yeah.
There's no new concept vehicle.
And we talked a little bit about it. Last year, I think, was the first year we sat down after Easter Jeep Safari and we're like, wow, there's some decent concepts that came out. But that's because they made a concerted effort to kind of turn the tide on making concepts, but they're still making the damn concepts that are just, paint and trim packages. And we're like, yeah, none of these are the Hurricane though, right?
Yeah.
None of these are some of these concepts that were one and done because when they make them that they're not going to make them production, but they're there to prove a point, right? They're there to show that a company like Jeep knows what rear stereo is and how it could help in an off-road situation.
Dude,
we don't
I would love
see
to
those
see a
kinds of
factory rear
concepts from
steer.
there. What?
I'd love to see factory rear steer.
I don't think what the NTSB would like that very much.
Yeah, we get into that part where
you could
barely
disable it over
pass
25 mile
safety
an hour.
standards on a stock Jeep. We barely pass safety standards as it is. I mean, there was 4 years in a row where Jeep, like they would hit a front driver's side quarter panel. They'd do the crash test and it rolled every time. Just on the safety standards. And they couldn't figure it out. And
Well, if they had rear steer, it'd be more weight in the rear and it wouldn't flip.
it didn't flip because of that. It flipped because of the tie rod or something in the
The fad broke.
yeah, the axles. So it was a JK. It actually was a JK problem, and they fixed it with the JL and the Gladiator. I mean, there's still going to be times when you're going to roll and flip.
They added more weight to them.
It's made them way. They was made them way more
heavier.
so they don't flip as easy.
Yeah, right.
The Gladiator's got a big ass, so it doesn't flip. It just sticks out there.
You know,
That's what I'm saying.
feel
You put
that.
a steer axle in the rear, all that extra components makes it heavier. It won't go over.
like I said, if it wasn't for the 60th, I wouldn't go. I wouldn't go back to Moab. It's not fun.
Yeah.
I
wouldn't have gone. Like the only reason I was planning on going is because I got asked to go initially, and but I wouldn't have made plans to go otherwise. And that's the other piece of it. Like being to some of these other big events and stuff like that, I'm at a place now where I think there's, and I got this feedback a lot on trail from some of the vendors and stuff at Trail Hero this year. And a lot of those guys were like, you know what? We appreciate vendor shows, and like we appreciate that there's a place for vendor shows because we need to show off our products and get eyes on it from new people. He's like, but honestly, I make them better and more lasting connections, and I feel like I sell my product better by going out on trail with people. And so whether or not it's going out there, it's Trail Hero or going to EJS or anything else, I get the feeling some of these companies are like, man, I think my money would be rather than a booth, my money would be better spent just in the trenches with people off-roading.
Trail Hero's never been a good vendor
give stuff
show.
out.
Trail Hero has honestly never been a very good vendor show. Most people that are out there for Trail Hero, their rigs are built. And, unless they break something, they're
Or flip.
Or flip
Flop.
or whatever, they don't have a lot of need for the vendor side stuff because they already know all this stuff. That's from my perspective. Whereas like Great Smoky, the best is hands down the best show of the year for the Jeep community. It's 100,000 Jeeps and they range from stock all the way up to 54-inch tires and full-on off-road, rock crawling, technical wheeling. And it's all commingled. Everybody's having a great time, And so whereas EJS is just, it leaves something like, come on, there's nothing really new coming out to the market that I've heard of that's mind-blowing.
Yeah.
For the Jeep brand. I mean,
do you guys no, I get you. Do either of you guys think that there's a event that's going to replace EJS as being like the cornerstone for a community? Because I mean, EJS has been around for 60 years, right? It is an institution. And Trail Hero and any of those other events and Great Smoky and all the rest of them, like some of those are newer and they don't have the same kind of vendor impact and industry impact, if you will. Do you think anything is going to take over that spot, or is it like everything else where there's no shared experience anymore? So we're all doing our own thing in our own pockets.
They're going to beat EJS like a dead horse till it dies.
Well,
they're going to do everything they can to make it continue.
What they need to do is not
another
have
10 years.
It needs to not be EJS in my mind. Move it to a different time. Move it to the week after. Like it starts on Easter Sunday and then it goes. Because the problem is that you're running into spring break and you have two of the largest, two within 20 miles of each other of the largest national parks. And then a family can hit 3 or 4 national parks in a week by renting a car in Salt Lake City. Yeah, 4. They can hit Bryce Canyon, Zion, Canyonlands, and Arches. So,
Yeah.
and when it runs over spring breaks, that's where the problem lies in there. That's one of the to me, that's one of the problems. And I'm not saying it from a kid standpoint.
Yeah.
I'm saying it from a
Yeah.
lodging standpoint. It needs, like, if you changed it, don't change the name, just change the timing. It starts Easter Sunday and ends the week
Okay.
after.
Well, let me ask this question. Let me ask this question a slightly different way. Let's say Easter Jeep Safari were to just be done. 60th is done. We're not doing it anymore. This is our last one. Do you think something falls into that vacuum that's created by the removal of that event from the calendar?
I don't think there's a vacuum anymore. It's got a broken hose.
Wow. Okay.
It's like
That's an interesting. No, I don't think you're. I don't necessarily think you're wrong. I like the take on it.
There is no. I mean, I know that East Coasters. So there's some East Coasters that they plan their whole year around EJS.
Well, they come out to defrost.
Yeah, but
they get a defrost.
You look at it from 10 days after EJS is Jeep Beach, and this will be the second year in a row that it's been 10 days after EJS. You don't think that Jeep Beach isn't planning their event around
the downfall
around Easter? They're giving enough time for the vendors to show up to Jeep Beach. And then 2 weeks after Jeep Beach, you have Panama City Jeep Jam. After 2 weeks after that, you have some New Jersey
But they're also
thing.
waiting for spring break to disappear.
Yeah, you have.
I'm sorry, what'd you say, Calvin?
They also schedule it so that you don't have spring break out on the beach at the same time as all the Jeeps. I don't know that they're actually waiting for EJS to stop. They're waiting for spring break to stop.
Yeah. I mean, this year's spring break in Daytona, they had a citywide curfew enacted.
Yeah, well, they have different problems with spring break out there.
But it is
Florida.
You look at, in my mind, I'm looking at it from an EJS standpoint. It's not, you've got Great American Crawl that happens at 7 different places or 6 different places. You have, and there's a whole vendor thing that goes with that. You have Great Smoky Mountain, Jeep Beach, Panama City Jeep Jam, New Jersey, Bantam. What's the one? Then you have Missouri, like there's some in like the Branson Jeep Jam, Jeep something. You have Jeepers Jamboree that happens out in California and Ouray.
Yep.
So why would I spend my valuable vacation time and my money to go to a little town I'm not wanted in by the community when?
Well, I know I agree with you. I agree with you on that. What I'm asking, the question I'm asking though, is that if just take Easter Jeep Safari out of the equation, right? So let's say next year it's not an event. It just doesn't happen for whatever reason.
Jeep Beach would be the kickoff to the season.
Do you think Jeep Beach would be the big kickoff of the year for them, for everybody? You think Jeep would go and set up camp and put their concepts out there on the beach?
They already do.
Oh, there you go.
I mean, there's, for the West Coast,
it'll be all boom boxes and 20-inch wheels.
Here's the problem. You don't have a lot of West Coast events outside of Utah.
Yeah.
We got King of Hammers, which is just debauchery. You got
really bad
its own problems. Yeah.
You got the Overland Expo California edition, whatever, and San Clemente, I think that is. It was last weekend.
It was last weekend.
And then you have Flagstaff Overland Expo, which there's no wheeling involved there.
I
also
want to know how Overland Expo
there's
managed
no
to go to
organized
4 or 5
wheeling.
different events. Yeah.
But in Overland Expo is moving more towards Toyota than they are Jeeps.
Well, they're, and to be fair, I mean, that's where their market is at too. Like
but Jeep brought out one of their concepts last year.
Whose concepts?
That it was it was Jeep's factory top replacement for the Wrangler. So it was a concept they were working on where it has an integrated
soft top.
wedge
Oh.
tent on it.
Yeah, it was no, it was not. It wasn't a soft top. It's in the integrated tent. They grabbed that
Yeah.
from somebody.
Oh,
I can't remember the name of the company.
Thule.
It was Dometic and them were working on it.
Oh,
Yeah, but still, they're not Jeep at this point, because Jeep has squandered so much of their momentum in the market. Toyota just has the overland market as a whole, and Jeep might be able to get some of that back with the Gladiator and the overland builds, but
Yeah.
also
All they gotta
Jeep
do is put
makes
some
shitty
effort into it.
overlanders. Yeah,
and
they
yeah,
don't.
Jeep shunned overlanders. You know,
Yeah,
you
they
have a
just need to come
concept
back at
that
it.
you got a concept that is, you know, and I'm not saying anything bad about a Gladiator. I want to buy a Gladiator. I know that there's not a lot I can tow in the bed. I put in the bed. I know there's, you know, it gets worse gas mileage than a Wrangler.
Just a little bit.
But you know, I would like to build a Gladiator just because I think it'd be fun to figure it out.
Yeah.
But they're not coming out with any, and they've added way too much electronics to the Wranglers. The Wrangler people don't even want to. I mean, it's almost surprising that a JK is more expensive than a JL at this point because of all the electronics. It's easier to modify a JK than it is to modify a 2018 JL.
It's part of the reason why I don't want to go to a JL at this point. It's just there's too many. I've got enough issues with the JK I've got, but the JLs are just unmodifiable in a lot of ways. At least not.
So you look at the there is no vacuum. There's nothing going to be lost if, in my mind, there's nothing lost if EJS goes away.
I think that's fair. And I think you're right.
You know, they hike up gas prices in town. You know, I mean, it's the only McDonald's in the United States that starting pay is $25 an hour.
Interesting.
You know, it's it's
just not what it was. It's just not what it was. And I think people have started to realize it. And I think the costs have started to come in on it. And yeah, you know, it's funny. I posted the we were going to be on live tonight, and I think one person commented on it, and I love Dewey, but I think he was just like, it's still relevant. And I'm just like, is it though? Like, yeah, it's still a major event. It's still something that they do news stories on, but is it relevant to the community anymore? And I think that's the problem. I think that is where the disconnect is at, because yeah, the industry still finds it relevant, right? They still find it worthwhile to go out there and meet out in Moab and do that every year. But I think larger and larger portions of the community are just like, I'd rather go spend my money someplace else and have, you know, try out one of these other different events that are going on throughout the course of the year. Right? I don't have to travel as far from
vacation.
Right.
I mean, people are
travel
moving.
as far
People
from
are
the
moving
East
to
Coast
St. George and Mesquite, and you know, St. George, Mesquite, Hurricane, you know, Washington County. They're moving there to go to Sand Hollow. They're not. You don't see anybody
to
moving.
Off-road, right?
You don't see people moving to Moab.
Not to off-road, right? Exactly. They're moving there, or they're just buying properties to rent out for $3,000 a week on Easter Jeep Safari.
Yeah,
yeah, that sounds about right.
Or you know, to me, there is no, like, you could create an event and more buzz in Montrose for a week than you can in Moab.
I think
you got the
You're
Overland.
right. I think it's. Go ahead.
You got Overland of America that happens in October. That is not just for overlanders. It's in Disney, Oklahoma, where some of the best rock crawling in the world is. So it's not just segregating, you know, oh, here's the overlanders, they got their events. Oh, here's the rock crawlers, they have their events. No, you have a vendor show with all the, you know, you got overlanders, you got all that. And then you've got an entire park that is Disney, Oklahoma, that you can go wheel in.
Yep.
I mean, vendors also found it better to plant a tent, pay the company that, like in O'Reilly's in Moab, companies just found it easier to put up a tent there all week.
Yep. I get it.
Yeah.
We'll see. Well, it'll be interesting to see then this year if the downward trend continues, especially all of the marketing that's going into the 60th, and they've announced some initiatives which are kind of, I think, are kind of silly. Like there's one about making, essentially it's about teaching kids about how to off-road and stuff there in classes for specific age ranges, which again, we're back into the too little too late. Like that's the kind of thing that you needed to be doing 20 or 30 years ago so that those kids would be driving now.
No,
Not only that, it's
so-
going to be at side by side.
Here's the other problem you have. Okay. And if you read the sign at Sand Hollow, you only have to be 8 years old to drive a vehicle on Sand Hollow on BLM land, just south of the tunnel, right?
Right.
You have all this BLM land out there that is in Moab, but there's no sign posted, and you're going to have kids out there with all those cops.
Nope.
Nope.
I mean, what are you going to build?
Well,
what are you going to build an off-road park at Spanish Trail Fairgrounds? No.
There's that though. Honestly,
Off-roading is part of
it's
a mentality, and the kids that are going to come out to it, their parents already do it, so they're already into it.
Yeah,
and I guarantee
That's
that
the thing
those
is,
kids
I don't
already know how to wheel better than most adults.
I also just don't think that I don't think that there's just a ton of kids out there that are off-roading in general, or that want to be out there off-roading. Like, yeah, there is a contingent, right? There is a number of them that do, and we see them on the trails all the time. I don't see them in the numbers that I would expect and need to see in order to stem the tide of, if you wanted that to be like your saving grace of the industry.
Most of them are sitting in their bedrooms playing video games.
You know, and then
they're playing off-road games on their PlayStation.
Yeah, and then you got, you know, these rigs aren't cheap.
That's the other piece of it too,
you know, I was just going to ask the question. I think
we were talking about payments before we went live. Yeah.
Have you seen any new Jeepers? Like people that are first time in the industry went out to a dealership and bought a Jeep, and now they want to join this industry, join this club that is the Jeep Club. I haven't seen that many new Jeepers out there.
Way less than I saw 10 years ago.
Yeah.
When I started doing this. Way less. And even way less than, like, because there was a surge during COVID, right? But nowadays that surge is both gone and also retracted as well.
But
like
you have the government stepping in and shutting down BLM land.
Exactly, Calvin.
And whereas, you know, before COVID, it was easy to go out to a national forest, go camping, or go, you know, go wheeling in Colorado, go wheeling in Washington, go wheeling, you know, you could do that. Now you gotta get on the internet, make sure that it's not shut down. You gotta apply for in Arizona, you have to
permit here or permit there.
In Arizona, if you want to go to this national forest, you've got to fill out this form. If you want to go to this national forest, you got to fill out this form. Pay the $15 or whatever it is for your 3-day pass.
It's mostly over there on the east side.
But you understand what I'm saying, Calvin. It's
you've
taken away public lands so that we know who's starting a forest fire.
So we have a Arizona State land use permit that we pay for every year. It's like $15, I think. And that covers us for most of the Arizona State land.
Yeah.
The only ones it doesn't is over there on the east side, where you have to pay their permits and all their, you know, we have to pay for it every time we go out to Telegraph.
Yeah, but you go to Washington,
pay your own permit
you have
out
to
there.
have an OHV permit. You go to Colorado, you're supposed to buy an OHV permit. It's not like, how many different ways do I have to register my name and my vehicles to say that I'm going to go do something?
The only other one that I know that we have to register for that we've had to was going across the military base. because we're going across to live mine or
Yeah,
live.
I mean that one's
A live
that one,
fire.
But
Yeah.
that's
that
more to
one's
make sure
different.
they're not shooting while we're there.
That one's different. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
yeah, yeah.
completely different. But you know, this is federal protected land for the use of Americans by Americans for Americans. Therefore, we should be able to use this land when we want to use it and how we want to use it, as long as we're not committing a crime on that land. And when I'm, you know, it's yes, we do live in the United States of America. We are a republic, but there are other things that go into here. It's here's $15 here for taxes. Here's $15 there for taxes. Here it's easier to have a kid in America than it is to drive a vehicle on BLM land, and it's
easier to have one, not
it's
necessarily
cheaper.
raise one to
It's
the age
cheaper
of 18.
because if you don't have
Yeah,
insurance,
get
the
it.
taxpayer pays for it. If you do have insurance, the insurance pays for it.
Yeah, yeah, kind of. Yeah, they do actually. That's kids. They don't pay for anything else. Insurance won't pay for like, you know, a life-saving cancer surgery, but they will pay for you to have a kid. Because let's
Repopulate.
continue to populate. Yeah, what do you mean repopulate? We need to unpopulate.
Well, that's why they're not
right.
paying for that cancer treatment.
There it is. See
that.
Wow.
This is. I mean, we just went
Wow.
down a different rabbit hole, but you know, it's.
Did we though? I feel like we're
I'm-
right back where we started an hour and a half ago.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I feel like that's a perfect. That's a nice dovetail. That's how it all comes together. That's how it goes for us. Well done, Calvin. You win today, sir. Yeah.
I try.
Wait, does this do anything for you now when you guys do that on your
see?
apples? Yeah. Oh, there it goes. See, yeah. Oh my god.
Or I just
you know
kinda
it's
come over here and push.
or he
buttons
just
and go.
presses the button. Yeah, because you're
Yay!
an ass. Oh,
I win.
confetti. You know what's fun about that? I can't edit that out. Yeah, exactly. That's part of your hard coded video. I can't do anything with.
I just think it's.
Good times.
I think.
If you guys,
I think that's the problem. Is that you know you've got rising costs of living here, and how are they going to collect that? How are they going to collect that money?
yeah, we'll see. I mean, I don't see enough of a tide change to bring Easter Jeep back to quote unquote its glory days. I mean, who knows? Maybe I'm wrong on that. And if you guys out there listening think that we're wrong with it, because I think that's the general consensus around the table, leave us a message at 719-408-0132. Better yet, leave us one from Easter Jeep Safari so we can then play it post wrap up of the event, and when we complain about the concepts and them not being that special, because they're going to have 4 Hemis there. And then one old school paint job and one futuristic paint job, and then
one white
maybe
roof.
a Grand Wagoneer. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So we'll see. We'll see. Nothing in the last few years we haven't gotten away from an Easter Jeep Safari, and it's just like, man, I really wish I'd gone. So here's hoping for them and for their sake, because it's one of those things that has been kind of a staple. And you know, when I first started like actually getting the Jeep, it's something I really wanted to do. And then now that I'm closer and closer to it, I'm like, I don't really want to do it. There's so many other ways to spend my money. But we'll see from there. All right, we've spent enough time yapping about this, guys. Let's wrap this up around the table. Bryan, I'm going to give you the first final thought, so I can cut you off at some point and go to Calvin, who I know will not continue talking. What's your final thoughts on this one, buddy?
Everybody be safe out there at EJS. Have fun. If you see me out and about on trail, come say hi. I'll be out there looking to have some fun and hit some trails.
Please, for me, go harass Bryan. Go find him and harass him. Take your picture with him. Take your picture flipping him off.
Yeah.
Send it to me. Like, you know what? Like, if somebody does that, the first person to do that, I'll send you a free hat. Like, I'll go down that road, right? I'll bribe people to harass you.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. I'm here for you, buddy. Where's that video from John's trail still? Yeah, there it is. Oh boy. Oh, that's gonna be a beautiful screenshot. There it is. What about you, Calvin? Final thoughts on this one?
I mean, ever since I got a Jeep, it was one of those things I wanted to do, but it's like everything else. It's becoming over commercialized, overpriced, and I probably, unfortunately, will probably never go.
Yeah, I mean, I think this was. I'm kind of in the same boat. Like it's been overpriced this whole time. I feel like this would have been the year that probably would have been able to get me to go for a specific event and a specific meetup. But it's I don't want to spend the cash. I've got so many other things I'd rather do with my year, both vacation and money and the rest of it. And it doesn't seem like a good time.
I'm gonna be dumping a bunch of money other places, and it's just, I mean, I really don't want to go pay overpriced stuff just to pay overpriced stuff and be somewhere that, oh, we're just going to take your money. We don't like you here, but we'll take your money.
Exactly. What I might suggest to you, Calvin, is to spend your money in Monument, Colorado on, say, a very nice, beautiful home recently built that is close to trails, say 5 minutes from the Colorado trails, right here. It's right. It's right here. It's beautiful. I'm telling you.
You talk Jennifer into the snow. I would love to watch that conversation.
We don't have enough of it. Like I hear that crap all the time, and we just don't have
white
the snow
shit
people
falls.
think we get.
Nope.
That's fine. She could stay home for a day. She'll be fine. It melts. It melts 24 hours later.
It does. It really does.
Like the cold.
Yeah. Yeah, the cold down. It's not as cold as like Chicago.
It can be 45 in Denver and feel like it's 70. That sun is that.
It's still like 90 here.
True. Yeah. It was 87 degrees here yesterday. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, it's still like 90 right now.
Yeah.
Well, 87.
That's a different discussion. 87 in March in Colorado. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It was beautiful.
Yeah, no, we were 105 today.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, that sounds like fun.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, let's get out of here, fellas. Yep. Bryan, you have a good time. Be safe at Easter Jeep.
Always.
Calvin, we'll probably get together while Bryan's at Easter Jeep to talk about him.
Cool.
I mean,
while
we post
all the pictures,
not to talk about him
off
just because he's going to be busy, right? Yeah, we'll have Nathan back for all that and see who else wants to join us. All right. Those of you listening, if you're still listening to us, thank you so much. Please leave us a message at 719-408-0132. Let us know why you think Easter Jeep Safari is or isn't relevant anymore. Dewey, leave a message for me. Man, I'll play it on air. You can yell at me and tell me I'm wrong. These guys do it for 2 hours straight on a regular basis. I will hopefully have a good update for you guys in the Jeep next time that we meet. And I hope that I need something to off-road with because I need to get back out there now that things have settled down for me in life. So here, fingers crossed, guys. Let's get into the rest of this year. Thanks, Bryan. I really appreciate you. If you guys are not watching this on YouTube or on our video later, man, you're missing out. So
we'll celebrate your motor.
Celebrate my motor. Well, let's go with that. Yeah, there you go. It's not paperwork's being signed, right? Yeah. Nobody's watching, so no, I'm not worried about it. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Thanks to all of you out there for riding along with us on this episode and for letting us be a part of your off-road adventures. Safe travels on and off-road. As always, stay the trail. We'll see you next time at the trailhead. Have a good time, everybody.
This is where trails start and our stories unfold. And our stories unfold.
An engine.
It's barely designed to have an oil change.
Dude, it's a great minivan motor.
It is.
Mm-hmm. We just don't drive minivans.
Works great on the Dodge Caravan.
Yeah.
I
okay,
did
that's
not
a trailer.
Compensate for my cup.
Is it green?
Is that a blue cup?
It is a blue cup, which is funny because I'm doing a green screen, but it picks up this blue for some reason. And I'm going to go with that. I kind of like it.
Looks like your wine glass is floating.
I know. I'm still trying to figure all this out. This is not going to be perfect. Like I'm not really happy with the way the image is, but I'm not going to fuck with it anymore today because I'm just done.
Because I ain't fucking with you.
All right. I ain't fucking with you. By the way, we're live.
I know. I saw that. See how many people are on.
We're not. I know, not many. We can't do Instagram now because I don't have the bandwidth where I'm at right now to run both.
Oh,
So
Gotta get
maybe
better
we'll get back to
bandwidth.
that. What?
Better bandwidth, more
No,
power.
it's all about,
More power.
it's an apartment complex, so I'm kind of limited by the.
Put your Starlink on the freaking patio.
I mean, I could, but I'd have to have a separate thing. I could run it through that if I wanted to, but I don't really want to because I still don't want to spend $50 a month for that. I have a house to sell. Anybody want to buy a house? 7 minutes from
No.
the trail.
Not in
7 minutes from
Colorado.
trail in the ice cold Arctic.
Not in
Come
Colorado.
on, Brian. I know
Not in
you want it.
Colorado. Nope. We're going to Texas after
I
Arizona.
thought you liked me.
I do like you, but I'm not buying a
You're going
house.
so you're going from hot to hot with attitude?
Yeah. I like that
Did
little,
you say hot with attitude?
a little saucy.
Yeah.
A little saucy.
It's a saucy hot.
Yeah.
I don't think I like you saying saucy.
Saucy.
Made me a little uncomfortable.
Well,
Yeah. All right.
It's the
you
whole
and
point.
your BDSM dungeon.
Hey, again, we don't judge in the show.
I'm
You
not,
should know that you're
no
still on it.
judgment here. Did I say anything negative? No.
Good. No, not necessarily.
Yes, right there. You
But
said
you-
no.
Oh, Christ. Here we go.
I mean, you got an
I'm so glad I
upside
logged on for this
pineapple
tonight.
over here in the corner.
I think I'm frozen. Whatever.
What?
Yeah,
No, you're not.
Calvin's
Are you?
frozen.
I'm frozen.
I mean,
All right,
the
well,
upload
Calvin, let me do
speed, the
this.
upload is not doing well. I'm at 44%, 45.
I'm at 99.
Well, I just paused you, Calvin, to see if that helped. It did not help. You're still frozen.
Huh. Let me do
Wow,
this.
this is- I'm really glad that we continue to provide the level of quality
Actual
that
recording
you've
is
all
higher
come to
quality.
expect from this show. That's what it always says, but
Well, everybody, welcome to the Trailhead,
do we believe it?
where we
Yeah, hold on one second here. We troubleshoot our tech issues live on the air.
It's the whole show. It's really
all
the whole
right.
show.
Well, it is. Well, it is the live ones, especially like the interview ones. At least it sounds like we got it together.
Yeah.
Well, at least I do. All right, let's do this real fast.